Okay, YouTube, this is my Alienware case. It's an Aurora R4. I just purchased it on eBay. It's a Barebones case. I'm going to be modding this case and building my own PC inside of it. I looked on the internet, did some research, and I didn't really find anything on exactly how to do this. There is a proprietary board still left in there. I believe it controls the lights and whatnot. So far I'm not even really sure how to take the side panel off. I know that this pushes up here and it looks like the power button's here, and there's some, looks like USBs and stuff in there. I don't know, there's some wacky sticker on here. I'll probably pull this off. But it seems to be a pretty nice case. It looks like, you know, you push the alien head and this thing slides down. But other than that, it's, you know, it looks to be in good condition. So I'm gonna start disassembling it and putting my PC stuff in there. So we'll see how that goes. If this video is informational to you, that's awesome. If not, then move along. Hey YouTube, this is my very first PC mod. I just purchased an Alienware Aurora R4 case, bare bones, and I'm going to attempt to put all my own components in here and turn it into my own Alienware PC. So we'll see how that goes. This is my case mod 850 Corsair power supply. As you can see, it kind of slides around in here. So I've come up with, if I can turn around here, an ingenious way here of attaching it. I've taken an old light reflector to cut it up, a bunch of small pieces, drilled some holes, and as you can see down here where the back piece of the case connects, I can put that in there and attach it right to the case, and right to the power supply, and hold it in place. I'll show you what that looks like next. This is what it looks like. Made my own mounts to mount it in. As you can see, the 4 holes on either side of the screws, that's where the back plate will mount in and hold the power supply in place. Okay, so you see it's mounted in there. Now it's not going to move. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that. Back plate on there. Turn the case around so you can see it from this side here. So you can see it's not going anywhere. That thing's in there solid. So that's how you mount a standard power supply into the Alienware Aurora R4 case. Next up, mount the Asus motherboard and do all the wiring. Alright, so I got the Asus Gene Maximus V2 motherboard in here. As you can see, it fits rather nicely, nice and snug, the I/O area there. So it's coming right along. You got you can see the I/O shield here. Fits in there just perfect. So next will be the RAM kit, video card, and then I'll start wiring it up. Now I may have to do some sort of splicing with the power button. At this point I'm not too concerned about any of the
cool LED lights or any of that jazz. My main concern is being able to hit the power button on the top of the case and actually firing the motherboard. So that's the next step. Alright YouTube, as you know, this is the proprietary wire for the power button on the Alienware case going back to the Alienware motherboard. It also connects to the blink wire. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, let's see. The blink wire. And that connects back down there in top right hand corner there of the MIO board, the master IO out or input output board. Now what that controls is the power switch, the LED lights, and the power on the MIO board, the on and off of that as well. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut this and splice in some other wires so that they can connect directly to my motherboard. Going to need to be able to connect, show you here, connect to something like this, connect to that. That is what comes with your motherboard, and you'll see in standard cases, you'll see like these types of wires here where they're broken up and they have, you know, your power switch and your HDD LED. If I can show it to you the right way, but either way, you know what I'm talking about. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do some cutting and splicing to get all of these wires here matched up to so that they connect directly to this, and then I can plug that into the motherboard. Okay YouTube, I done the splice work. What I did is like I showed in my last video, this particular wire, this is what the blink wire connected to the MIO board, and the power switch and HDD LEDs and power LEDs all connected back to this. This is a proprietary plug for the Alienware motherboard. So what I've done is I've cut these wires along with the other end, and I've spliced them all together here just with the butt connectors. I don't know, you guys might come up with something a little bit better, but basically, you know, this is the wire here for the, you know, the LED and the power switch coming out of the Alienware case, which used to connect to this along with the blink wire. These were all connected, and I showed that in my last video. So what I've done is I've gone in and cut that. I've spliced all the wires back together with butt connectors, and I've used, out of my old case, I've used the connectors, you know, that have the power LED and the HDD LED, the power switch. So to make it easier to connect back to this thing, which then plugs into the motherboard, and this is the standard piece. Now I don't know why they're shipping motherboards with these nowadays. You don't necessarily need this piece. You can actually connect these wires directly to the motherboard, just like you did back in the days. You know, you just plug them into the motherboard right where they go, and it shows where they all go. I don't know if I can get a picture of that or not, but they're all marked. They all go to these pins here, these header pins, and they're all marked which is power supply and LED. So you can, I mean, you can literally poke these on here if you wanted to. You know, just poke them straight down. I don't know if this is just to make it easier or what. But now you'll take these
these wires here. I don't know if I can show this to you. Take these wires here and you'll plug them in where they go here. So like the power switch will go right in here, just like that. So, and then see this one here is the HDD LED. So you plug that one into here, and then this one is power LED. That one will plug on the back end there. And those just plug in there just like that, and this will then plug into the headers on your motherboard. And then this piece here, which is the blink, this will plug back into the MIO board. So I hope that explains the wiring concept. I'm going to get all this plugged in here and prepare for the next part of the video. Thanks.
Okay, I've just about got it ready to go. Video card, RAM, everything plugged in. Just need to plug in a hard drive now with the A4 case. It comes standard with this little bracket. What the bracket is, for a full-size hard drive. Now, I removed one of the inner brackets from where the CD-ROMs and that go, so that I could add a second CD-ROM in there. I pulled that out. It looks like it has a bay for a 3.5 for my SSD, so I'm going to take some 10 snips to that and see if I can cut that bracket out of this casing and actually mount my SSD in that, and then mount that to this, and then I will be able to slide it in and out of here the way that it was designed. Actually, it goes in this one here. But so that's the next step. We'll see how that one goes. Here is my custom mount for my OCZ SSD. It comes with the black bracket, but this black bracket will not fit in this mount, that this plastic inner mount that slides in and out of your hard drive bays here on the R4. So what I did when I took out the second CD-ROM drive, the bracket that came out with that, this bracket here, I just took some 10 snips to it, cut out the part that the SSD will fit inside, and that also mounts right into, so you can kind of see where I've hacked it up a little bit, but that metal piece there, that's actually cut off of that, and it's mounted inside the plastic bracket, which is where a normal optical drive would normally connect. So that's my mount there, and this should, for all intents and purposes here, the cables are in there, so you obviously pull out your cables. I can't do that and hold the camera too, but you pull out your cables, connect them in, and then this should theoretically slide right back in place here. Just like that. So it sits right in there just like that. It's kind of a shame, since it's such a pretty looking SSD, that you don't really get to see it at all. I guess you could probably do that with, you got one more mount inside here. If I could get some good light on it here, show you what I'm talking about. See that whole bracket there, and you can see right in the middle, that piece right there, that's what would hold the 3.5 SSD. That whole casing comes out, but then you can leave your flat black thing there if you really needed it. Again, I just used that one there for my CD. This one was already taken out, so I've got one more. If I wanted to add another SSD, I could make one more bracket for this one. This is this is what they look like when I get this out of here. Yeah. Maybe this one will come out easier. So this is what they look like. You know, and it's set for a standard optical drive. An optical drive will fit right in there, and then they slide right in and out of these bays, just like that. But obviously the SSDs are quite smaller, so that's kind of my my attempt at a bracket. Now you may be able to buy a bracket that will fit in here in this plastic piece, but I'm trying to draw the money I've already spent on everything else. I think I can use that spare one. So next thing is finish up the wiring and plug this thing in. Got all the wires connected. I got it all that ran. A couple pieces of this thing kind of broke off, but it's still holding in there good. My SSD is secure, plugged in. I've got all the nice plastic side frames on. Not sure exactly what they do. I think they have something to do with the airflow and possibly the lighting. But in my opinion, you know, when you close these things all up, kind of lose the aesthetics of the board and everything. Okay, YouTube, this is my Aurora R4 Alienware Barebones case that I've installed all my own PC hardware inside of. I did accomplish getting all the lights and fans working. I know I covered in my previous video how to install the infamous blue plug, or the proprietary power and LED harness plug, the blink wire, or what they call the blink wire, and the power switch. If you have any questions about that, I could probably answer those as well. As you can see, all of the LED lights are on the case, you know, on the power. Push a little alien head, you can see the lights inside here. So if I can get this turned around here. So it's got you know, lights on the side working. Lights in the back also work. I don't know if I can get a shot of this. If you press this little button down here, the lights come on, so you can see the back panel. It's kind of cool. And as far as software goes, I was able to install the Desktop Commander software so that you can change the lights. Here to Fusion, and right now I got it all green, but you can select, you know, the different pieces. Go in here and change that to purple or orange or yellow, or you know, whatever, blue. And say make the alien head, make him green. Oops, do this and hold the thing too. So make that yellow, make him that blue, and we'll make him red. Okay, and then you can go down here and just apply these settings. And as you can see, the LED lights have changed colors. With the red head, and this side's green over here. So everything seems to be working just fine. I can go here, watch the fan control. I don't know if I can see this or not.
get a clear picture of that or not, but you can see that the fans are running, showing me the output of the fans. And I was pretty impressed with components that I installed. It's given me a, see that, 7.7 rating, and I guess that's all about all I can do there. As you can see, everything rates at a 7.9 except for my proc, and it's probably due to the fact that I only put an i5 in there instead of an i7, but saved myself $300 doing that. So anyhow, I hope this video was informative. If it helps you out in your modding, that's great. If not, well, sorry, couldn't help you. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them at the end of the video. Thanks.